3 children. My daughter, we got pregnant with her. This was our first child, first time being pregnant, about a couple years into marriage.
We wanted everything to be perfect. And so when I put myself in the mindset of starting a family and becoming a mom for the first time, it was one of the most vulnerable yet exciting times of my life. And I still have very fond memories of planning and preparing and talking to my own mom about the birthing experience.
My 4th kiddo, Chris, he was due August 2020. And if you know about that time, we were not able to have anyone with us in the hospital. And that to me was terrifying. And I love my husband dearly, but the support that I received from the women in my community, not having that was terrifying to me. I had a terrible experience, and as I was talking about joint pain and hurting, she kind of dismissed me and said, okay, well, I'll just prescribe you a steroid. Being Black, being a woman in the hospital was terrifying to me. And I do believe I was treated unfairly because I was a Black woman, 100%. And the only data point I have is that, you know, I have several friends who had the same OB and felt that she was top of the line in her practice, whereas I had the complete opposite experience.
It's tough to talk about because I did not feel that I was valued, seen, or heard as a patient.
Women, especially Black women, are made to believe that we have to work harder, that we have to work faster, that we have to recover quicker than others, because if not, then our livelihoods are at risk.
Part of the reason I think my second pregnancy was so hard because I did not have support.
I had a doula, and it was a very positive experience.
Mimi helped me realize that it was okay to be soft. It was okay to let my guard down. She supported me in ways that I would have never asked her to do, or anyone. Just willing to be an emotional support, willing to fold my laundry or hold the baby while I took a shower. And she prepped food for my whole family for weeks. And some of it was comfort food, but it was fresh from her garden. It was made with love. She made concoctions to help heal my body, and the food helped heal my soul. It was something I'd never experienced, a care and a nurturing that I didn't know that I needed.
To have a team of caretakers surrounding you who can hear you, who value you, who see you, who don't have stereotypes about what this experience should be like for you.
She was just so helpful during that time. And I tell her all the time, I send her pictures of my kids. And I don't know if I would have been able to make it apart from her support. I wanted to be able to get resources into the hands of doulas to be able to serve the women that need the help the most.
When I gave birth to my twins, I had ran into a friend from high school who was a doula and had just did her training and was looking for births to support, and so we talked through that. And that is what really reignited that fire on trying to figure out what a doula was, and being interested in how that support can help other people. But I don't feel like I would have been able to do that unless I would have experienced the birth that I experienced with my twins.
I started Just Community because it became so much more important to me to make sure that other women had resources that I was privileged to. One, because I would have never thought about a doula, but I was introduced to Mimi through a mutual friend. we were in the circumstances of COVID, so I really was searching for help. But we crossed paths, and she changed how I felt and how I experienced motherhood.
You don't know what you don't know. And so much of what we do and just living our day-to-day life is just education on what is happening in the world and in life. And I feel like just community to be able to feel that particular need is a very big deal.
I want every woman to know that the experience of motherhood is sacred and should be a time of joy, and knowing that you deserve to have that experience and that there are people out here to support you.